On the subject of Lee Harvey Oswald, a person who has always really fascinated me. Uh, the thing about him that I find most interesting is basically, even after all these years, nobody can seem to uh, state for sure just who Lee Harvey Oswald really was. Uh, you would hardly think that someone who started off with such a how do I say it, non-important background would be elevated to the level that he is now. Uh, there's a lot of things about Oswald that just don't seem to add up or make sense. Uh, the things that come to my mind, his sharpshooting record, or his marksman record in the Marine Corps. From what I remember, he achieved a good ranking several times. I forget which one it was exactly, but some of his comrades, some of his fellow Marines, had made the remark that he could not fire an accurate shot. Well, of course, the book depository, the shot that he was said to have fired from the book depository, was a very difficult shot, which even world-class snipers could not duplicate. So what's up with that? Then also there is his time in the Soviet Union, which I think lasted for about 2 years. A lot of people, there's a theory that's been put out by some people who think that the Oswald who came back was not the same Oswald who went to the Soviet Union. Among the reasons for this, the records in the Marine Corps indicate that Oswald was 5 feet 11. Well, his autopsy report shows that he was 5'9". As far as I know, he didn't have any kind of spinal injuries or anything, which would have made him lose any height. Oswald was also known, or reputed to have known, Jack Ruby, David Ferrie, and for years, was denied by a lot of people that they did not know. No, I take that back. It was denied by the government that Oswald, Ruby, and Ferrie had no connection to each other. They did not know each other. But yet there have surfaced some photographs or a photograph of them three together at some kind of function with the Civil Air Patrol. So apparently they did know each other prior to November 22nd, 1963. There's a lot that I think that we will not know about Oswald. I do have a very strong feeling that he was involved in some kind of intelligence work, because of his trip to the Soviet Union, his stay there, and his connections with Jack Ruby and David Ferrie, who are all known to have ties to either the mob or the CIA. It would seem to be an awful strange crowd for someone to be involved in who was reportedly a communist or Marxist. Ruby and Ferrie were anti-communists, so why would Oswald associate himself with those two people who, when their ideologies were so opposite? There's just a lot a lot more about Oswald that I really wish that the government or whoever has the knowledge would just come forward and solve this mystery, because it's really fascinating to me. But on the other hand, I do feel I don't want to. I can't even imagine like what his family must have gone through and still goes through, trying to figure out what he did, who he was. His mom defended him until her dying breath, I believe. His daughters, or at least one of his daughters, is just trying to find out the truth, whether he did it or not. And so far, nobody has been able to come forth with any solid evidence that can persuade people to say that yes, this is who he was, or yes, this is what he did. But in the meantime, until somebody else, until somebody comes along with the proof, I'm just going to keep on looking.